Over the past 5 years, Adobe has doubled its revenues from approximately $4 to $8 billion. The growth momentum is expected to continue as the company takes advantage of opportunities in technological advancements. Technology is rapidly moving at a fast pace and has disrupted many industries. Accordingly, Adobe has fared well in keeping up with these changes. The company continues to lead the software industry by going beyond its most familiar product offering of PDF. It has embraced the trends of cloud services and subscription model in the technology sector. The purpose of this presentation is to provide an analysis of how Adobe made the transition to a high-performance company in creative software solutions and provide recommendations for the company to maintain a sustainable competitive advantage in a challenging market environment. Meet our dynamic team, Sandhya Ashakumar, Danielle James, Sherry Pruitt, and Darylyn Woodson. Each member brings their diverse experience and has provided extensive research for the strategic analysis of Adobe. The analysis begins with an overview of the company, including relevant history, its business, and products offered. A strategic analysis of internal and external factors that impact the organization will be provided. You should gain a thorough understanding of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for Adobe. These internal and external factors help identify and evaluate the current business strategy of the company regarding how it competes and where it competes. Special attention will be given to the resources and capabilities of Adobe. The strategy agenda further formulates a strategy that is more appropriate for Adobe with a keen focus on implementation. Recommended solutions will be provided as an alternative approach for the company. To determine if the proposed strategy is right for Adobe, the plausibility method will be applied. Now we will provide an overview of the company.
Adobe is an American company headquartered in San Jose, California, also known as Silicon Valley. It was founded by Charles M. Jessup and John E. Warnock in 1982 and incorporated in 1983. It competes in the software and programming industry, and Chantal Nerwin serves as the CEO. Their core values encompass being genuine, exceptional, innovative, and involved. Adobe offers digital media, digital marketing, and printing and publishing solutions to individuals, businesses, students and teachers, and schools and universities on a subscription basis. Their digital media software provides solutions in graphic design, video editing, web development, and photography. Most are familiar with Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Acrobat, which is encompassed in the solution set. Printing and publishing is instrumental in e-learning, technical document publishing, web application development, and high-end printing. Their digital marketing is a newer solution, and it provides businesses the ability to better understand their customers' needs. They have software that supports analytics, social marketing, targeting, and much more. Customers can create and download subscription packages based on their needs and budget to their computer and mobile devices. There are also business and education packages available as well. To better understand what has shaped Adobe's strategy so far, we're going to look at Porter's 5 forces. To begin, complements. Complementary forces are high. Adobe works with most files created by any application, so integration with major computer systems has been key in strengthening their market position as a preferred complementary service. Threats from substitutes is low. Substitutes available for Adobe's product offerings are a la carte, so there are very few true substitutes to the entire package offered. Competition is high. There are individual software offerings from companies such as Coral, Quark, and Zara that have attempted to get Adobe's customers in spite of their strong market position. Customer bargaining power is low. There is more than one choice in the range of services, but Adobe has set the standard for several of them, making customer switching costs high. Supplier bargaining power is high. The success of their product depends on strategic relationships with those who provide their software platform. Here, vertical integration is also a threat, as all of these suppliers house the capital to fund a startup and create the technology. Threats to new entrants is high. Adobe is a large company with the advantage of brand recognition, but agility of smaller companies in the innovation process gives them an advantage over larger ones.
Under the external context are opportunities and threats for Adobe. This slide provides list of opportunities that Adobe can tap into for growth. First one is the development of cloud-based solution. Adobe's Creative Cloud Services is the new product launched in the digital business. This has increased their revenue and the anticipated growth is about 25%. Second is the migration from traditional licensed software to web-based subscription. This also has earned profit for Adobe. The new business model will offer a capital cost advantage compared to the traditional software licenses. Third is the strategic partnership with Microsoft. This enables Adobe to share partner ecosystem to provide a personalized experience for customers and also to integrate various products for marketing, sales, and services of digital experience. Microsoft Dynamics 365, Office 365 are some of the integrated products powered with Adobe tools. Next, we move on to understand threats. The second category under external context is the threats. Our analysis for Adobe lists the following threats. First one is open source solution. Open source solution has invaded the market, providing an alternative for Adobe's product. Open source community is now requesting Adobe to release Flash source code for developers. Second one is the security threat. There are continuous threats to customer data and security practices that Adobe has implemented in their products. Products like Flash, Air, and PDF are vulnerable to cyber attacks. Adobe has an ongoing effort to monitor and resolve security issues. Third one is the innovation and competition. New entrants are bringing in high competition with similar product offering at a lower price, impacting profits for Adobe. Continued changes in customer preferences is a threat for Adobe's enterprise-oriented products. Next, we move on to strengths and weaknesses.
Adobe Systems Incorporated has many strengths as well as equal weaknesses. Let's first discuss some of the strengths that has helped cement their position in their market. Adobe is a leader in their field because of their successful record of developing new and reliable products. In addition to their ability to develop new and reliable products, the packages offered by Adobe to its customers is not easily duplicated. Therefore, competing companies do not possess the comprehensive products to rival or truly compete with Adobe's complete design package. In addition, the company has experienced success on a global level. They have built a strong and reliable distribution network that reaches the majority of its potential market. The company currently has a global presence in such countries as Europe, Asia, North America, South America, and the United Kingdom. Although Adobe has developed many strengths that make it a formidable competitor, the company also has several areas that requires improvement. One of Adobe's weaknesses is their unsuccessful attempts to stop new entrants in the smaller markets, which has resulted with the loss of small market shares. Another area of weakness for Adobe is their lack of predictability when it comes to product demand, and this inability to do so has led to a higher rate of missed opportunities compared to its closest competitors. This has resulted in a higher inventory both in-house and in-channel forces. The outcome of these weaknesses has forced the company to have to raise more capital in order to invest. Therefore, these shortcomings has also had the potential to negatively impact their ability for long-term growth.
Next, we will provide an analysis of strategy. Details of the current strategy will be provided. Then we will appraise and diagnose the current strategy as well as assess the industry. It is important to understand the resources and capabilities necessary to formulate and implement a new strategy for Adobe. According to Porter, managers decide when a strategy makes sense by assessing internal and external factors. Strategy is establishing a distinct and valuable position which involves a differentiated set of activities than competitors. In other words, diversification of strategy is important for companies to gain a strategic position in a market. The source of diversification for Adobe is driven by the evolution in technology. Adobe has embraced technology by shifting from traditional licensed software to cloud-based and subscription models. The current strategy of Adobe consists of empowering people to create, transforming how businesses compete, and providing an Adobe Cloud experience. Marketing Cloud service is differentiated through integration of marketing solutions, while the Analytic Cloud service is the intelligent engine for businesses to make fast decisions. And Advertising Cloud service is differentiated as an end-to-end platform. Evidence suggests Adobe's strategic move to cloud-based and subscription model has been positive. Forbes Global 2000 ranks Adobe as fourth in place based on sales, profit, assets, and market value. Being first to the cloud, Adobe has experienced strong growth. Prior to its transition in 2013, total revenues were relatively flat. Adobe's strategy since that time has resulted in a recurring stream of revenue and a double in total revenues from $4 to $8 billion. Its bottom line net income has revamped to the plus 20% range like its industry peers. Adobe's cloud capabilities and subscription model fully support growth expectations. However, not much is certain in this industry. For a company like Adobe that is performing well, it is critical to look towards the future, respond to changes in customer preferences, and keep pace with industry trends. Next is an industry analysis as it relates to the strategy.
We researched how Adobe is performing in the current market and their forecast for the coming years. Adobe has reported total revenue increase by about 24% year on year in the last quarter of 2018. With net margin of about 30%, company has achieved higher profitability than its competitors. Adobe's Creative Cloud business is expected to be a strong performer and attracting new customers. There is growth potential for Creative Cloud from educational users too. The forecasted revenue for cloud business is expected to grow up to 10 billion in the next 6 years. Adobe's subscription-based revenue is forecasted to increase rapidly with growing customers. Adobe's high growth stock has shown positive results for the years to come. The trend is expected to continue for digital experience offerings. With regard to competition, Adobe's effort of integration across both digital media and experience has enabled them to be a differentiator in the market. Next, moving on to resources and capabilities.
Adobe has a vast number of resources and capabilities. Adobe was issued 345 patents ranging from mobile application development to collaborative document editing, which makes it 105th in securing U.S. patents. The company's annual income for 2017 was over $7.3 billion, which represents a 25% year-over-year growth. Their product, Experience Clouds, earned $2.03 billion alone. Industry analysts have named Adobe the leader in nearly 20 categories. Categories such as web content management, digital marketing analytics, digital commerce, and marketing cloud platforms, just to name a few. More than 2/3 of Fortune 500 companies use Experience Cloud today, including 10 of the 10 largest corporations and financial services companies in the United States, and a total of 9 out of 10 of the largest media companies in the world.
The rapid change in technology caused them to question the sustainability of competitive advantage for Adobe. Therefore, Adobe's strategy needs a strategy which is determined by two factors, predictability and malleability. Of the four strategic styles for making a strategy, the right strategy for Adobe would be the shaping strategy, which is appropriate for unpredictable environments with the power to change. Adobe has several resources and capabilities to execute this strategy: its strong brand, people, creativity, extensive content, and network. To implement a shaping strategy, Adobe must focus on differentiation and the launch of more innovative products. Trends at the forefront of technology such as virtual reality and blockchain should be considered. The company should become a product-based organization with special units for each. Furthermore, Adobe should follow its own managing projects best practices checklist that includes extensive preparation, planning, development, performance measurements, and implementation. Now, let's consider the recommended solutions.
Based on the innovations in technology that is hot in the market, we recommend two solutions for Adobe Business: virtual reality and blockchain. Upon researching the current market for VR, we found the major players were companies like Microsoft, Google, Oculus. Industries like entertainment, media, and fashion are now benefited by the VR technology. The forecast for virtual reality market was evaluated to have great demand and growth of up to $100 billion by 2027. Current players and new entrants are investing in R&D, advanced technology, expansion, and product launch to tap the growing VR market. Adobe has been working on a pilot called Project New View, which is a VR and voice version of Adobe's business and marketing analytics tool. Adobe is also working on the Walt Disney VR experience, which is an entertainment or theme park for malls. Moving on to the next slide for blockchain.
For blockchain, so what is it? It is a decentralized data structure that makes it possible to create digital ledgers of data to share among independent parties. Basically cuts out the middleman, Many are hopeful that it will fill the layer of trust missing from the internet. It has the implication to speed up slow business and banking processes like wire transfers by offering a permanent and reliable means of transferring information. What predictions are there for blockchain technology? There are very high hopes. Bitcoin is one byproduct of blockchain that has been buzzing in the media lately. It is more efficient, reduces settlement times, and has increased traceability. Businesses can use this technology in their human resources departments to streamline the candidate selection process and validate resumes. In the digital marketing realm, consumers will have better trust in brands. They will have control over the information they share, and companies will have control on the information that they receive. Now, how does this support Adobe moving forward? Blockchain is considered the second generation of the digital revolution next to the entrance of the internet. Decentralization will cause for the elimination of the middleman, so to remain successful, Adobe will need to become the source. Plausibility. As stated numerous times before, Adobe has a strong brand, sets standards continually, and exploits early mover advantage to diversify their business. Our suggestions would allow them to continue to build their digital marketing presence as well as strengthen existing partnerships. Given the current trends, these are the logical next steps. Approaching these new markets, however, may leave Adobe to face pushback from outside sources as blockchain technology threatens numerous governments' financial systems, and VR puts them in the same business as their strategic partners. Cost of failures could devastate their company. We believe that Adobe is up for the challenge. Adobe competes in a sector that is constantly evolving, and they have been incubators for innovation as technology is ever changing, so they need to stay ahead. Adobe's core values promise their efforts are genuine, exceptional, innovative, and involved. These moves capitalize their strategic strength of early mover advantage and standard setting, combats their vulnerabilities as a complementary service, and exploit the opportunity that their strong brand awards them.
In summary, Adobe has made many sound business decisions that have helped to make them competitive and have positioned them to maintain long-term sustainability. Adobe currently has a strong strategy which consists of being a first mover who is driven by technological advancements. The company demonstrates their ability to effectively leverage their resources and capabilities to accomplish continuity with diversification and innovation, such as new developments like blockchain, and we are excited to see what the company creates next.